tried. These appointments, these doctor's appointments are wearing. I've never seen somebody have that many doctor's appointments or this many doctor's appointments. I'd like to go a month without doctor's appointments. I need somebody to take over. I need somebody to take over and give me a break because it's wearing me out. I need somebody to take over. That would be nice. I'm lacking joy in my life. I used to have moments of joy in my life. I used to have moments of joy, like a vacation, like taking a walk in nature. I think I'll be doing that tomorrow. I think I need to do that tomorrow. Say, Mom, I'm going to the park. I'm going to park my car, and I'm just going to daydream. I think that's the real me. The real me is when I can daydream. Hello. Remind me, son, June will be the best song you'll hear this year. Are you going to put up a video? Is that what you're telling me? I think that was Moonlight Serenade, that tune I was playing. There was a lady who was on Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. It's still Eddie's Funhouse. As soon as YouTube allows me to change it back, I haven't been able to change it back. You can't just do it on a whim. They don't like it. People do it all the time, though. Hi and welcome. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. I gotta quit looking at circumstances. Circumstances can be pretty depressing sometimes. Circumstances, and the more you focus on them, the longer it takes to resolve. I gotta quit focusing on what's going wrong. What's going wrong? Oh, you left a message? Oh, a post. I can post on someone else's channel. I haven't really seen that. I haven't been able to do that. From Brazil. You are okay. I am okay. I try to be okay. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to be okay. I like to be better than okay. I like it when I was thinking to myself earlier today, I'd like to have the opposite of depression. Like whatever the opposite of depression is, I'd like to have that. But it turns out you have to take medication for that to happen. You can't just be the opposite of depressed. This song is tagged on you. It has to be to listen to in full to fully enjoy the song. Okay. Wow, that's a lot to read. I get tired when I read. I think that's why a lot of people, before they go to bed, they read a book. They read a book and then they fall asleep reading the book. Counting sheep. Who counts sheep anymore? That used to be a big thing. How's it? How's it, brother? That's how they say it in Hawaii. How's it, brother? Hang loose. How's your afternoon? It is good. We didn't have any accidents. Nobody fell. Nobody hurt themselves. You're doing pretty good. That's good to hear. Me too, Ed. And you don't have to take medication to be happy. You have to find a passion. Yes, a passion. It's hard focusing on the right things. There are so many things in life that take away your focus. Last time I was here, I was absolutely miserable. Oh, wow. I hope I can change that. I guess that'll be my magic power. My magical power is to make you not feel uh, absolutely miserable. That's harsh, being absolutely miserable. That's like, we'll have to talk you back from the edge. I wish you would step back from that edge, my friend. I would understand. Because of my ex. Uh-huh. Yes, drama. Drama. There's mama drama. There's ex-girlfriend drama. But you know what? I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And it'll be okay. I got friends in low places. I can almost see a cowboy hat when I sing that song. A cowboy hat would just magically appear. Poof! And I'll be okay. But good news. Let's hold on. I like good news. But good news. I gave him some false copyright strikes and reported a good chunk of his drama posts and bad videos he made. He made out of me to YouTube. They emailed me back and said they removed them. Misinformation seems to be something you can call someone on. You can call somebody on misinformation, deformation of character. They deform your character. Uh, well, guess that, buddy. In a year or two, that girl won't even matter. That's right. And you'll be living your best life. I like that. The best success is the best revenge. Remember that, kids. Success is the best revenge. When they see you living well, that's the worst thing you do. Or whoever. As I used a backup account and used Hunter Wiggles' name instead of. Oh, you pulled a switcheroo? Used an alias? But then you told me, so it's not a secret anymore. People forget that sometimes. You can't tell a secret because then it's not a secret. Hello, wise soul. Ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies. That's a Leonard Skinner song. Ask me no questions and I won't tell you no lies. Yeah, let's also saying, give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister. That really happened. That was what inspired the song. Can you give some tips for being a millionaire? Don't tell anybody you're a millionaire. You'll have a lot of people smiling at you. A lot of people wanting to be your friend all of a sudden. At a young age. Well, keep it a secret. Don't spend it all in one place. Make sure you don't get sick. Make sure you don't have any physical issues, medical issues. Because here in America, you can go bankrupt easily. Hello, Dr. Skipper. By the way, I told you this before. I had a YouTube buddy, and he and the rest of his useless friends betrayed me and started trusting a username. Huh. It's not Edward, it's Eddie. Eddie Spaghetti or Eddie Machete, depending on how the day goes. And unfortunately, Devon is using them for his ideas. And Devon does it because YouTube drama. Huh. Let's see. How to be a millionaire. When you find out, let me know. Let's see. Marcia, Ellie. Oh, you're trying to say hello? Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi there, my little droogies. And what do you plan to do with the big, big money? Have you ever seen Clockwork Orange? A Clockwork Orange? That was based on a book. Stanley Kubrick put together that movie. I think it was Malcolm McDowell's first movie. This is how you become a millionaire. Deny yourself. Pick up your cross. There we go. Deny yourself. Pick up your cross and follow Jesus. I'm homeless. Can I have your garage? That's sad. You know what? Homelessness is a problem here in the U.S. They're asking too much for rent. They're asking too much. The average person that graduates high school, even if they don't graduate high school, they go out and get a job. They can't afford things. Can you you could live in my garage. How to go to heaven, be good, and help others. That's right. That's what they say. Be good and help others, and your life still turns out the way you didn't expect. I'm hoping for a really big turnaround. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more than ever. We'll only be making it right. I like that song. There's a lot of words to that song. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Love will keep us together. That's what Captain and T. Neal says. Well, actually, you get to heaven by God's grace and what he did on the cross. Works follow, but works don't get us to heaven because we all fall short. That's what they tell us. But it does help to make good use of your time. Make good use of your time. A lot of us don't know how we got here or why we're here. That seems to be the big philosophical question. Why are we here? I think as long as you do things that make life better, I think that can contribute quite a bit. Hello. What's up? What's up? Hello, it's Pinky. That's all right. You can be late. Just don't be ugly. Be late. Don't be ugly. Nobody likes ugly. But ugly beauty comes from within. There's so many beautiful things that can come out of a person. Like a loud belch. Like a song. Sometimes you'll be inspired to sing. God says, he has mysteries to a ton of them. You've seen them. You've tried DMT? Everybody seems to have the same experience. There's something to that. They say this realm, this physical realm, is a mixture of many people having the same experience. They call it the cosmic consciousness. I just know that he sent an Eastern man to to die for us, for our sins. Yehoshua. I heard his name was Yehoshua or Yeshua. But he was sent from the pleroma. If you read the Gnostic texts, he came to us from the One, the Creator. And he told us a lot of good truth, but it's hidden. It was hidden from us. Thoughts on Teg Drink Ghost? I don't know about that. TGE. I'm so tired right now. I just woke up and found my phone under my pillow. And once again, I found you. Well, yes, you have. Isn't that great? Wake up to someone who loves you. I'm the one who loves you. Wasn't that the first Return of the Living Dead movie? Remember Return of the Living Dead? I'm the one who loves you. Let me eat your brains. Yes, you're right, Ed. That's why he said, I am the way. Oh, I am. When they asked him, yeah, I and the Father are one. All of us have that, the I am. A lot of people talk about the I am. It's like the beginning of everything. I am wonderful. I am having a good experience. Thoughts on Best Buy? Have you ever been to Best Buy? I guess keep the receipt. That's what I can say about Best Buy. Keep the receipt. If you don't quite get what you're looking for, try again. I used to buy my DVDs from Best Buy. Back when DVDs were cool. Oh my God. I just bit my tongue. Ow! On some Jello, it feels like there's a... Ow! That's determination. We're going to have to pray for your tongue. That's not good. When you bite your tongue or the wall of your cheek, when you bite down on it, and there's a chunk. Ow. Then you have to lay off salty things. Anything would annoy that. I hate when I burn my mouth. When I eat something and it's really hot and I get thoughts on gyms. I think everybody should go to a gym. It'll lower your stress levels. I just looked in a mirror. Ow! Maybe put some cotton in there. I don't know. I wouldn't put cotton in there unless it's sterile. Don't put anything that's not sterile in your mouth. They say your mouth is a breeding ground for germs. So I guess that's one of the worst places to get a cut, in your mouth. Yeah, our mouths are dirty, dirty. We're constantly producing saliva. Dirty, dirty. You know what? Peroxide. But peroxide would probably burn a lot, but it'll kill all the germs. Peroxide is a very good germ killer. I use it all the time. When I have a dirty mouth. Okay, I put a tip. Yes, but in the area, it feels... Oh, good. I'm sorry to hear that. Being injured. I cut myself with a knife. Of course, with a knife, I cut myself. Because I misjudged how the blade closed, and it closed on my thumb. It's all healed up, though. That's a miracle, isn't it? When you get a cut and it's all better now, that's a miracle. I'd like to learn more about miracles. Like when you get a black eye and suddenly it's not a black eye anymore? What's good? It's a miracle. Yes, being human. Being human. We need to be merciful to each other when it comes to being human. Because we only have our five senses, unless you pay attention to your other senses. Be right back. I'm going to tell my teacher that I bit my tongue. Ow! Oh, yeah, it's a 10-minute walk? Okay. Well, be careful when you're walking. They used to say let your fingers do the walking. Through the yellow pages. Remember the yellow pages? That's how we look up phone numbers. If you want to know somebody's phone number and you know their last name and their first name, you can find their phone number in a book, in a big yellow, no, it was a white book. Peroxide is good, but do know the mouth is one of the fastest healing parts of the body. Well, that's good to know. That it'll heal up quickly. Thoughts on wills? People get mad sometimes when you have a family and you will your fortune to the wrong person. People can get upset about that. People get into fights over what someone leaves behind when they die. People get into fights over that, over what's left behind. Like if the guy has lots of money or a business and they will it to somebody, they're mad to the person that it's willed to. Yeah, LOL, white pages, we're phone, yeah, number, that's right. But that's right, business was the yellow pages. Let your fingers do the walking, it's a snap. I'm from that era. They would actually drop off a big book on your porch, and that would be for each year, I think, you get Southwestern. Yep. Bell South was here. And Kitty. What about Kitty? My mom's getting phone calls. We went to Burger King today. I was pleased. The Whopper tasted good. It seemed like it was made in a hurry. There was a huge tomato, a huge slice of tomato, and I think they could have put more lettuce on it. But my mom, she doesn't like cold fries. She'll be the first one to get. We did that at McDonald's too. When we went to McDonald's, we got cold fries, and my mom demanded that she got fresh fries. Crunchy tomatoes are great. That's right. Soggy, yeah, not so much. Soggy tomatoes. How long have they been in there? In that tray or whatever? I used to work in the cafeteria at the school. And yeah, we threw some food around. Meow, meow. How? Make like a cat and help me out. I like that joke. It was when you, how does that work? How was it worded? Oh, what do you call a pile of cats? A meowtin'. That's when I need to laugh. I like to tell jokes like that to myself. Sometimes I need to laugh. And I'll just say something like that. What do you call a pile of cats? Meowtin'. Super Troopers, where they keep saying, yeah, are you okay, meow? I want that right meow. My brother said that they said that after a bombing, his base was being bombing. His base was being shelled, I guess. And after the shelling stopped, somebody went on the loudspeaker and said, "Are you okay, meow?" And he got in trouble for saying that. Thoughts on Hollywood squares? A lot of celebrities Dom DeLuise. Remember Dom DeLuise? He gained a lot of weight, and he was. Who else was in there? A lot of celebrities. I can't remember all of them. One of them was Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde was a pretty good comedian. He was on Bewitched, also on Hollywood Squares. All Dogs Go to Heaven. That was a cartoon. All Dogs Go to Heaven. There was a cartoon where Rodney Dangerfield was made into a dog. They took some of his features and as inspiration for the dog, because he was playing the voiceover, I guess. He was the voice actor. I was watching Minions yesterday. I was at my brother's house watching Minions, and Sandra Bullock played the villain, the she-villain. He shut it down on Johnny Carson. Yep. Johnny Carson. A lot of comedians, that was their rite of passage to go on the Johnny Carson show. And if they did well, they were asked to come and sit down. Drew Carey was one of those. Drew Carey and I think Richard Jeni. Thoughts on Pete Holmes? Who is Pete Holmes? I'm sorry if I don't know. Most failed. Who is the most failed? Hey, I can read without looking too closely. Is everybody having a good time? Having a good time? I'll make a supersonic woman of you. Most comedians failed. Yes, they did. Wah, wah, wah. Don't get to sit down. No, they don't. They're shown the door. Some people are shown the door. But you know what? You got to keep coming back. Louis C.K. was saying it takes 10 years. It takes like 10 years to develop your routine, your bits, your like who you're going to be when you get up on stage. So yeah, you can't give up. You might suck, but then later on you might not suck. You might get better. Thoughts on Big Bird? You've asked me that before, Big Bird. Yeah. That's him coming back from hiding behind plants. Wasn't that Spaghetti? Spaghetti used to do that on Tim and Eric. Tim Heidecker would play Spaghetti. He would hide behind some plants. And then there was Zach Galifianakis. Fix the fern back. Yeah, I'm playing Ark Survival while listening. Okay, well that's nice. You're multitasking. That was Louis C.K. in his Strange Times. Yes, Strange Times. He was a comedian I'd listen to the most. I still have some of his CDs. Thoughts on the movie Ghost? It was well made, I think. That was a good movie. Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg. When Whoopi Goldberg plays a psychic, I got lost at the forbidden side of the school. That's all right. Forbidden, huh? Forbidden side of the school? It's old. Great movie. I like When the Angels Come, and then when the evil spirits show up to take the really bad people away. That's the scary part of the movie. Ark Survival is my favorite game, honestly. Well, good. You have something in common. Ghost Dad was better. It wasn't so... I like movies that pick me up. I want some comedy. Because you know what? Sometimes I need laughter. My mind goes into dark places. And I need some light. I need some light shined into my mind. That's why I do shows like this. Thoughts on Hold That Ghost? What's that from? Hold That Ghost? That sounds like a Three Stooges episode. remember the Three Stooges? Moe, Larry, and Curly. They were the Howard brothers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's the reason I watched the Three Stooges, to watch Curly. Curly was very entertaining. And then, of course, you had Larry Fine. Larry Fine wasn't one of the Howard brothers. Larry Fine, and then there was Moe Howard. He seemed to be the leader of the group. I picked up 1,000 rare mushrooms. Hit my max ran. Thin, what's that? Thinsiors? Is that a... So what are you going to do with all those mushrooms? Are you going to share them? Are you going to sell them? Are you going to put them on a pizza? Nice job. Mushrooms. They say Santa Claus was based on a mushroom. The yellow and... the white and red. Saint Nicholas, he was the saint of prostitutes. Because the prostitutes, they would hang their stockings out to dry, and he would put gold coins in their stockings. And he would, yeah, Saint Nicholas. Hold on. We mentioned this fly, Arctic. Thoughts on dinosaurs? They say some birds are now dinosaurs. Yeah. If you look at a bird, the way it walks and the fact that it lays eggs. Yes, some are poisonous. I don't know if I would survive out in the woods. I'd have trouble recognizing certain plants. You're welcome. I know what blackberries look like. I know what miner's lettuce looks like. I used to eat miner's lettuce. It's a plant that grows along the river, and dillweed. You can actually eat dillweed, and dandelions. You can eat the whole dandelion. Yeah, it took a while, so it did. Thoughts on snails? Slugs are homeless snails. That's what I think of them as, homeless snails. Slugs, they're very much like snails, but they don't have a home. They don't carry a home. Slugs don't need homes. I don't think they do. Greens, yeah. Snails are cool. Did you see that story about a guy who ate a snail and he caught some kind of a parasite? Snail mail. I know, snail mail. And then there's emails. You were a lizard. He died. Ed, you showed a show with Mom. You want me to do a show with Mom? Mom fell. She fell hard. And she has bruises on her face. I wish I would have been there to stop it. She was in a room full of nurses, and they couldn't stop her from falling. There was an old woman that swallowed a fly. I don't know why, but she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. I like humor. Yes, she swallowed a spider to catch the fly. There was a kid who wanted Spider-Man powers, and he kept letting spiders bite him. Another kid was injecting himself with mercury because those kids, they need to be better educated. Ouch. Let a spider bite you? That's fantasy. Peter Parker maybe had the right genetics. That kid is nuts. Yeah, mercury. That's a heavy metal, and it's poisonous. Injecting yourself with it, that's not going to leave your body either. They say fish sometimes have mercury. So every time you eat fish, you're adding mercury to your body. Yes, he thought he was Wolverine. He thought he wanted to be Wolverine. But you know what? Like George Carlin used to say, the kid who swallows too many marbles shouldn't grow up to have kids of his own. The kid that swallows too many marbles shouldn't have kids of his own. Yes, fish fillets. Give me that fish. Give me that fillet of fish. Give me that fish. Fish is good for you. It's supposed to help your brain. Has a B12 or something like that. Fish oil. It's supposed to be good for you. I don't think there's any fat in fish. There's no fat in fish. You have an idea how many of those I ate? I have no idea. You haven't told us. So you're eating mushrooms now? You're eating nature's best? I was thinking about marijuana today. I was thinking about all that LA land that it's burnt now. You could just grow marijuana there. Just get some helicopters and drop seeds and then drop some hay and then let the marijuana grow. And that could be one of our exports. Just export. That could be our chief export. Just use California as a crop. Psychedelic mushroom. Psychedelic. That would solve a lot of our money problems, wouldn't it? So many people buying marijuana. Just divided into sections. They're making it legal in some states, or they have made it legal, either for recreational use or for medical use. Medical marijuana. Set and setting. Mushrooms would solve depression. I know. I wonder, we're not getting the nutrients we're supposed to get. We have to take supplements. We have to take like 1-a-day vitamins. Because what we're eating isn't giving us nourishment. That could be why we're depressed. And also, there's not much focus on joy anymore. Not much focus on joy. You know, like Saturdays and Sundays. Some people don't have Saturdays and Sundays. I remember in school, Friday was a good day. Friday was always a good day, even at work, because I had Saturday and Sunday off. I could do something on those days that didn't require stress or focus. That has chemical repercussions on us. Having stress causes physical problems. That's right, straight facts. That's what you'll hear here. That's what you hear here. Straight facts. We do need more recreation. They work us. That's what they see us as. We work. That's what we're supposed to do. And when we get older, they expect us to still work. And you know what? More injuries could happen. More falls can happen the older you get. Alan Watts' theory on work. Yeah. Yes. See? We need to listen to these people. Abraham Hicks and what was that other guy? Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. These are people that are starting to come out. Meditation. Oh my God. You can do so much. Proper sleep. adequate sleep. A lot of us aren't getting the sleep we're supposed to have. Nap time, sleep time, or just not thinking. Thinking has an effect on our bodies and on our reality. I've been trying to do that. Just clear your mind. Try to do that when you can. Just clear your mind. And once you clear your mind, then you can focus on what you want. DMT, breathing, meditation, and waking up at 3 a.m. Trying to stay awake. Yes, they say this is a lucid dream. We're just not aware of it. We're not aware. A lot of the things we're thinking, it's our programming. We're running programming. We're programmed to age. We're programmed to have physical issues. Yes. And you know what? I think we're the awakened. That's what a Buddha is. Buddha means awakened one. So maybe we're all becoming Buddhas, you know? We're starting to be awake. Because when you're not awake, you just go do your day to day. Shut up and go to work. Stop daydreaming and do your work, you know? But that's how we get caught. People know enough to get their... Yeah, that's right. We know just enough to be dangerous. Dangerous to ourselves and others. That's what the mental health community is concerned about. Is he going to harm himself or someone else? Is he a danger to himself or others? They live. That's right. Obey. Obey. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm fresh out of bubble gum. And you get into a fight with people when you put on the glasses. You just ask them to put on the glasses. Some people don't want to see the truth. Our glasses are usually just paying attention. That's right. I'm here to chew bubble gum. That was Rod Piper. You remember that movie? You're really ugly. Yeah. Those were interesting movies. Twilight Zone. Rod Sterling was in the military. And he saw a lot of stuff. Such an important scene, that fight scene, about wanting to just look. Yeah. And he put up a big fight. He thought he was going to be turned into a weirdo. But once he did, he started to he started to understand over many people's heads. I know. And they're called sheeple. There was a guy, Michael Savage, who would talk about the sheeple. Only difference between me and you, Julian, is a couple of drinks. That's right. All right. I'm going to go back to bed. Goodbye. And have a... You also. I need to start earlier. I had some errands to do today. That's why I was so late. Good night, Pinky. Good night, Pinky. Good night, Pinky. Good night, Pinky. We hate to see you go. I think this calls for some flute music. That's right, all five. I want to lead a parade with just my recorder. See how far I'll get. Put on my Willy Wonka hat and start playing some songs. See how many people follow me. I'm the Pied Piper. You got to get busy living or you got to get busy dying. That's what they say. That's what Morgan Freeman said. You're welcome. Get busy living or get busy dying. And lay off the alcohol. Sometimes alcohol is good until it's not. I agree with that statement. Alcohol is good until it's not. It's the cause of and the solution to all of life's problems. Your liver will thank you. Some people don't care about your liver does rejuvenate, but why take the chance? That's right. Alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. A lot of people have stories, drinking stories. Some of the best stories are drinking stories. Yeah, one time, somebody tattooed my face. I got so drunk. My toenails were painted. I'm about to eat some super spicy ramen peanut butter bread. That's good for you, peanut butter bread. Milk and alcohol. Ew. Puking. That's one thing they don't talk about when they talk about drinking. They don't talk about puking and passing out. Passing out, hopefully you don't puke and then pass out. Pass out and lay in your puke. White Russians, yeah. That's vodka and milk, right? White Russian. I like the tequila with margarita mix. Margarita mix and tequila. That was what I liked. That's right. We only have tequila. Wasn't that Three Amigos? You ever watched Three Amigos? Three Amigos. The plane. You can tell it's a male plane because it has little balls. That singing bush. Remember the singing bush? We laugh here, don't we? This is what we do here. This is what we are. This is what we do. We're going to go back to being Eddie's Funhouse. Little balls. Yeah, that's how you can tell when it's a male plane. Three Amigos. Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short. We laugh here because we cry. Yes, laugh now, cry later. It's like that theater symbol, you know, the crying, the comedy and tragedy. Sometimes I find comedy in tragedy. Yes, back to Eddie's Funhouse. I don't know what I was thinking. Eddie's Funhouse, are you kidding me? Don't change. Change is bad when it comes to Eddie's Funhouse. Change is bad. Because you said we all laugh. Yeah, here, don't we? I wanted to say, of course, because it is a fun house. Ha, 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 ha. That should be our anthem. Ha, 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 ha. We laugh. That's what we do here. Oh, we need to laugh. It's part of our makeup. Yeah, Adventure wasn't telling you to change. That's right. Don't change. I'm going to change the name back. Eddie's Funhouse. You know what? When people put in Eddie's Funhouse, this is what they get. When they type it in the search engine, this is what they should get. It is a wonderful world, but we need Eddie's Funhouse. No, don't. No, don't what? The sun hasn't set yet. It's still sunny out there. We're going to go back to daylight savings time. I hate daylight savings time. It really throws things off. It's not 3 o'clock anymore. It's 4 o'clock. Yes. My permanent name. Don't. Hatre. Funhouse is creepy. Hate. Don't hate. But Eddie knows me as Brian. That's right. Hello, Brian. Sophia. Sophia from the Pleroma. I'm learning about the Gnostic texts. Sophia was the one who created Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth, the false god. That's a lot of stuff I think we really needed to know, but they hid it from us. I'm walking home because my mom's at work and my dad doesn't have a car. I remember that. Walking home, we were called latchkey kids. Latchkey kids. Because we were home from school before mom and dad came home. Which is crazy. Mom and dad should be at home first. And Eddie knows me as Bald Skies, even though he's Bald Skies. Bald? I ain't bald yet. Oh yeah, you love Greek mythos. That's right. You never said or what you've studied on the lately. So I've been studying the Gnostic texts. Gnosticism is not well known. A lot of people don't know about Gnosticism. They were the original Christians before the Romans stepped in and started switching around stories. They did the same thing to the Hindu faith. It's interesting how people get a hold of stories and put a different spin on them. The Greek mythos. Super spicy ramen. Writing my server arc. Smelting metal. Listen to Ed's Funhouse. That's right, multitasking. We've learned to do that, multitasking. I remember that happened in the early 90s. The early 90s was when people would make us multitask. This has a kid in the circle telling her neighbor to the sentence they were just told, it's always wrong at the end. What will we learn from that? I've been working on my IQ points. Nowadays I make sure that whatever I do raises my IQ points. IQ points are very important to me. So that's how you can tell if something is a waste of time. It's fun to watch you learn how to read. I'm learning how to read. Because I have to read. If I don't read good, then I have to go to the school for the kids who can't read good. It's hard with dyslexia. I wish I didn't have dyslexia. Then I could just read like everybody else. People don't consider that when they build schools and libraries. I'm more of an audible learner. Like when I listen to audiobooks, I learn better that way. I wonder why is that even a thing? Can you read just like everyone else. Just don't see it in, yeah, I don't see it the same way. Okay, you should, what's that, Eva Cedia? Ramen is so good. I agree. You can forego the liquid, just get the noodles and maybe a little powder, like chili powder. Noodles with teriyaki sauce. Yeah, noodles and teriyaki sauce with little pieces of chicken. Just chop up the chicken into tiny little pieces. Yeah, we know kind of power. What kind of power? I'm getting distracted by the sunset. The sun is about to set. It just needs to slow down while reading. I know, I get so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Powder. Powder. Have you seen that movie, Powder? That albino kid that can sense. Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell. I made salmon. Salmon is good. It's expensive though. Salmon went up $1. 2 pieces of salmon are like $7 now. Is that fair? Where is that fair? Yes, you peanut butter bread. Peanut butter bread. Peanut butter bread. When it's hot. I like peanut butter when it's hot. You just sang the song she sings, found her on caffeine pills. I am so excited. That's right. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I know, I want you. I want to be a DJ. That's what I want. I want to have my own turntable so I can scratch some records and play some songs for you all. We're fighting crime in the 80s. That's right. Was that Miami Vice? Miami Vice. That was so popular. A lot of kids in high school were going without socks and combing their hair like Miami Vice. They look like dirty guys now. Have you ever seen Miami Vice lately? They look like real dirty guys. I'm eating flamethrow, peanut butter, dark chocolate. You're going to have trouble going to sleep. Eating chocolate before you go to sleep. THC pen. Nice adventure. Nice. Adventure time. That's right, no issues. I wonder how high my blood pressure is right now. I should do that. Make a live where I check my blood pressure and see how, I guess as long as it doesn't go over 130 over 80, it's supposed to be good. Your systolic and your diastolic. I wonder how I would do as a doctor if I went to med school. A lot of older people are doctors. It probably takes a long time to learn everything and to remember all those pills and what they do. I wonder how high Adventure is right now. He probably is very high. You read charts? Yes. Reading charts. Dyslexia might hold me back if I'm trying to read charts and see numbers backwards. Also, I'd have to write a lot if I were a doctor. Or just a nurse, a registered nurse. I don't think that's an expendable job. Nurses are pretty important. Nurses see a lot of stuff too. They see a lot of naked bodies. They see a lot of horrible injuries. Nurses go through quite a bit. An ER nurse or an ER doctor. That's right. Medical ed. I've got your prescription. I have a prescription. And it's more cowbell. Quite a bit of doctors. Yeah. Bada bing. Bada bing. Lots of money. They see a lot of people during the day. In a day's time, they have lots of patients, and they get paid for each patient. Nurses go through a lot. Yes, they do. Oh my goodness. Dirty people, people who poop, people who pee, people who have problems, and they have to try to deal with different attitudes, different moods, different. It'd be interesting to see, just to sit back and listen to a nurse tell her stories. They also talk about hospice nurse. Hospice nurses go through a lot. Well, they see a lot of stuff. Normal. Thoughts on icebergs? Do you have? I don't have a nurse. I see a lot of them. My mom is 76 years old now, and she goes to the hospital a lot. So I see a lot of nurses, a lot of doctors. It amazes me how they can know how many medications you're on, which medications interact positively or negatively with other medications, and how long to be on those medications. Icebergs, they are melting. Icebergs are melting. They're causing water levels to rise. And who knows what's in those icebergs? What's your crypto wallet address? No, I will not give that out. Are you kidding me? Somebody just made a transaction against my will. Now I got to wait for a new card. The UK, we have a joke. What's a hospice? About 3 gallons? What's a hospice? About 3 gallons. That's right. We need jokes. I like jokes. Especially the ones you have to think a little bit. What happens right when you die? People say they see dead relatives. They see dead relatives. They see angels. They see, they even have terms for it. It happens so often. Who came up with the phone book? Somebody who didn't want to lose phone numbers? I don't really know who came up with the phone book. It's a good idea until 411 came out. That's right, Ed Bell. Alexander Graham Bell? Wasn't he the one who thought up the switchboard? And then there was the Pony Express before that. Morse code. Morse code was invented by a guy named Morris. The Morse code. You're welcome. Yeah. It was dots and dashes. But so many people, I think, know the Morse code now that they don't use it anymore. Thoughts on Y2J? There's the Y2K. Yeah, Y2K happened. Everyone was afraid that there was going to be a big mess up. It never happened. No, it didn't. It scared us all, though. The Y2K bug, because it went from 1999 to 2000. And they thought the computer wouldn't understand. Oh, it did not scare. It didn't scare you. it had people. It had people on edge. I think. Just to have. Well, it didn't scare you. That's good. What about the meteor? Yeah, they're talking about a meteor. They call it the city killer. Wow. Maybe that'll be what wipes us out. All it takes is another meteor. People bought so much water. Yes, water and gas. And when COVID broke out, there was no toilet paper. They took out they bought up all the toilet paper and bottled water. And hand sanitizer. You couldn't just buy hand sanitizer. What's the oldest computer brand? I really don't know. Oh, in India, sorry. It's amazing what people do. It's like the story of Chicken Little. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. A piece of it hit me in the head. 9-1. Yes, that's scary. It was interesting. The reactions of people. I remember I was testing pool chemicals. I was out there testing the pool chemicals, and my boss came out and said, a plane just crashed into one of the buildings. Back in the 90s, somebody bombed the World Trade Center. I remember that. The World Trade Center towers were bombed. And then came the airline, and we were hearing it on the radio. We were seeing it on television. There was a lot of footage of when it happened. Did the pool chemicals affect you? No. See, we have to test the pH and the chlorine and all that. And that's what I remember, is looking up and seeing my boss come out of the office and say that the Trade Center towers were hit with a plane or something like that. Or a plane crashed in. Are you sure? Yes. Well, no, I'm not sure. I don't know. I need a diagnosis. U.S. boxing fixed? Possibly. When you look at the Mike Tyson fight, the recent one, a lot of money, people were mad. Sometimes those are fixed. I've heard stories. Some of the mafia stories. Hey man, I'm laughing so hard. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're laughing. Whether you're laughing with me or at me, it doesn't matter. What's your absolute favorite material item to have? You have. Sometimes it's my coins. I collect coins, and there's a lot of history behind coins. Rigged and Netflix was crashing. Yep. With bother with. Thoughts on pasta sauce? It's delicious. If it's got oregano in it, maybe some garlic. These are some interesting questions I'm getting today. Coins, yes. Because some of them were made back in the 20s. I have some coins that were made back in the 20s. Or during World War II. I need to slow down. World War II. And makes you wonder who was holding those coins. And where were they? Were they in somebody's purse? Were they in somebody's safe deposit box? What? Oh, really? Love coins. Thoughts on food drives? Good idea. Food drives, especially during the hurricane season. We are having food drives. They better cancel making pennies. That's what they're thinking of. They say it costs more to make a penny than it's worth. Save your pennies. You might be able to make a little money off of those pennies. I've noticed when they take out of circulation, when they take coins out of circulation, they go up in price. But it's also how many they made. They only make a few coins of a certain type, and that's what makes the price go up. There's uncirculated and circulated. Corned beef. It's been a while since I've had corned beef. Corned beef. That might, if you have constipation, eat some corned beef. That'd be a good experiment, wouldn't it? If you're constipated, try some corned beef. Why do they call it corned beef? Isn't it like spam? Spam, spam, spam. Spam and eggs. Spam is high in sodium. Please, wrong answers only. Yeah, have you seen those videos? Wrong answers only. Love corned beef. It's spam rules. It rules. It rules the pools and reaches the beaches. Spam, spam, spam. On a sandwich? Spam is very brittle, or it breaks apart. You could probably spread spam on a cracker. Spam on a cracker. Oh, yes. Everything tastes better when it's sitting on a Ritz. Everything tastes better when it's sitting on a Ritz. Cookies. I don't like those cookies that are soft. Spam. No spam in the chat. That's right. Vienna sausage jumping from $1.40 to $1. Wow. Vienna sausages. Those are an acquired taste. I'm not a fan of Vienna sausages, but if they're available, during snack time, maybe I'll take some. Christmas trees. Some people sell Christmas trees. They make a good living off of Christmas trees, but you can only sell them once a year. Unless it's firewood. You're not poor enough. That's right. I'm not poor enough for spam or Vienna sausages. It's interesting what will be a luxury food now. What will be luxury? I think crab. I always see synthetic crab. I don't see, they also, imitation crab. What is imitation crab? I don't want to try any of it. You have crabs? I feel sorry for you. Crabs are hard to get rid of. Codfish. Those are good. Yeah, that's probably what they are. Codfish. Fish is good with rice. Fish. Or fish sandwiches. Have a nice fish sandwich. Swordfish. One was killed by a swordfish. A swordfish came up out of the water and impaled her. What a way to go. You just go out on a boat ride and all of a sudden, I've just been killed by a fish. And I don't think you die right away either. It takes some time to die from being impaled on a swordfish. They're only red lobsters, that's right. For the seafood lover in you, all you gotta do is get rid of the crabs is sleep next to a pile of money, Mr. Krabs. They'll be gone. So you found a remedy. A remedy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. That's Prodigy. That's right. SpongeBob SquarePants. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I don't know. He don't know. I don't know. That's okay. Ed's cool. I don't know. About crabs? We were talking about crabs, correct? I can hold a thought. Of course. Of course. But maybe. That was one of Louis C.K.'s jokes. Of course, but maybe. Peanut allergies? Yeah, it was a SpongeBob. Yeah, I get jokes. I get jokes. SpongeBob crabs. Yes, bro, how much does a thought weigh if you were to hold it? It weighs nothing. A thought, how much would a thought weigh? Yeah, a couple of pounds. Depends on how deep in thought you are. Deep. No one has crabs. That's right. And good for you. If you can manage not to get crabs, even even water, you have to, I guess, there's a medication for that. Thoughts on the group, the Bangles. Lovely ladies. Walk like an Egyptian. There's a lot. Oh, just another manic Monday. One of those songs was written by Prince. Prince wrote some songs for the Bangles. Great band. That's right. It was. It weighs as much as you thought it weighed. That's right. Good point. That's heavy. That's right. That's heavy. Groovy, baby. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. And all the girls say, that's heavy. And all the girls say, I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And all the girls say, I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Songs. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. Some will die in hot pursuit, in fiery auto crashes. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes. Thoughts on poisonous snakes. Stay away from them. Venom does horrible things to the body, to the human body, whether it's a neurotoxin, whether it's a hemotoxin. Some of them break down muscle material. So you can, like, if you're bitten by a snake, you could lose a limb. Well, my house is cold. No heat, water rotted out 2 days ago. So no hot water. Winter, stay safe, y'all. Gotta go. Sending blessings. Yes, thank you for the blessings. We could all use blessings. While the world is falling apart, we don't know what's going to happen. That's right. They were all in love with dying. They were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. You have a good one, bro. Remember that South Park episode, the bro fight? Hey, bro. Yeah, bro. It's a bro fight. Bro. Hey, bro. Won't you back up, bro? Matt and Trey. They're as old as I am, Matt and Trey. Thoughts on the song, She's Got Betty Davis Eyes. I used to hear that song by the swimming pool. On the military base that I lived on, you show your ID card, and you get to go into the swimming pool. And they would play that on the loudspeaker. She's got Betty Davis eyes. That's been a long time since I heard that song. A lot of good songs came out during the 80s. Me too. Gotta work. Yes. Early morning. Damn. That's like working in a coal mine. Working in a coal mine. Oh, Lord, I am so tired. How long can this go on? Everybody listen to the song I posted a little bit ago. I guess it's time to end the show. I think we had good fun. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. And remember, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. Who sings that song? Which song? There's so many of them. So many songs. Google it. That's what I say. Google it. Google answers so many of my questions. It's not even funny. You can see the top of your head. That's what I heard. All right. I'm out, guys. Wish me luck. Ark, yes. Jesus paid. Amen. Have a good life. And I'll see you all tomorrow.